Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You know, we've been talking about side hustles, right? You see all these videos about the top 10 or whatever, and they never really go into too much detail about them. So that's kind of what we've been doing here recently. We've been going in detail about specific side hustles, right? Because, it's the beginning of the year. You're looking for a side hustle so you can start making, some extra money to pay off them bills faster or to invest more, right? So the side hustle we're going to be talking about today is going to be virtual assistants, right? Is it the best side hustle, worst side hustle, an okay side hustle? I mean, these days working full time from an office though it seems terrible, right? But the pandemic and everything has sent a bunch of people, home, working from home now, right? Flexibility at work, it was kind of on the rise before the fact, right? But the pandemic kind of sent it in overdrive, right? In fact, remote work increased about 160% from 2005 to 2020, right? One of the remote gigs lots of employers are hiring for is virtual assistants. There are few jobs that are quite as flexible as virtual assistants, right? Often the work just needs to be done by a set date, right? So if you work best in the middle of the night, as long as you're meeting your deadlines, you can work those hours, right? Now, let's determine what you'd be offering as a virtual assistant, right? Because the term virtual assistant is broad, right? A catch all for many types of tasks. It could be content writing, it could be editing, it could be general administrative stuff, right? It could be social media, right? Now, there's a million and one different, niches within the virtual assistant realm. So, before you start booking, a virtual assistant gig or, start it as a side hustle, you should consider your skills. Now, if you know the ins and outs of organizing, there's an organizing tool called Asana, right? You could focus on that. If you have a background in, I don't know, let's say QuickBooks, you could offer to help businesses with their finances. You could say something like, I'm a personal assistant, but I specialize in doing research, right? Then determine the scope of work per project. Ultimately, you determine what you're offering as a virtual assistant, right? So you just say, I'm good at these things. And then as the jobs or gigs come in, you see what they want you to do. And if it's something you can do, you accept it. If it's something you can't do or, something you don't want to do, of course, you just say no. All right. Now, another thing we need to talk about, the more specialized you are in something, the more you can earn, right? The more you can charge. Because there's more opportunity to improve your earning power the more specialized you can be. You can say, I'm the marketing, copywriting, funnel building technical person. Then, you know, you're gonna get a higher rate than someone who's raising their hand and saying, yeah, I do data entry. Kind of So take a look at what other virtual assistants offering your skill sets are charging, and kind of get your rates in the same ballpark, right? Accordingly, right? A little more, a little less. You can look through salaries on sites like payscale.com or through job listings on site like ZipRecruiter as well, right? Now, if you have organizational skills, you can charge say 15 to 25, in some cases maybe even like up to $30 an hour. Now, you know, if you have WordPress skills, social media skills, you can charge anywhere from $25 an hour, $50 an hour, even up to $100 an hour, right? Sounds pretty good. Now, there's you're often talking at least $100 per hour and up for certain virtual assistant gigs, right? And it's got to be very a skilled thing. You're very good at it, stuff like that, right? And if you're looking for other ways to get yourself seen, right? To get, you can always promote yourself or market yourself, right? Through Instagram or Facebook, right? You don't have to just go on Fiverr and sit there and wait, right? All right. Another thing we want to talk about is multiple platforms are going to enable you to apply to open gigs on or to offer your specific services, right? And I want to go over some of the ones, some of the different platforms to consider, putting yourself on. So Belay, right? It matches virtual assistants from around the country with businesses that need their help. Now, their VAs offer services like research and reporting, schedule management, right? Booking travel, and project coordination. They make from anywhere from about $15 an hour and $30, like up to $30 an hour, right? Now, Robert Half, now they're gonna help job seekers find work in a bunch of fields, right? But this includes virtual assistants, right? Now, rates vary depending on the job and location of the employer, but many of their administrative positions pay between somewhere around, $12 an hour up to about $30 per hour. Now, you can find very good VA jobs through the site, right? But again, we're going to try to put ourselves on, a couple different sites. Now, here's one of the bigger ones that everyone knows, of course, Fiverr. Because Fiverr lets you post and list your specialized skills within the virtual assisting world, like social media, bookkeeping, everything. Users create their profiles and list the gigs they're offering, each with its own pay structure. One V on Fiverr, it might be offering help to real estate agents, right? Specifically, say with packages going for say $40 and then $90 and then $140, right? Each, right? And a lot of freelancers talk about how the site has become an excellent source of income, right? Right? You don't have to take jobs. You could, say take 10 jobs a week, 10 jobs a day, whatever you feel like you're able to do, right? Maybe you work 9 to 5 and you come home and you just jump on Fiverr to accept a couple jobs, get it done, and then, dinner, shower, bed, do the same thing next day, right? Now, Facebook features many different virtual assisting groups as well, right? You can log on to Facebook and search virtual assistant groups, then sift through them to see which fits, with the type of work you want to do. Usually joining them is pretty quick, right? And then a lot of people will post certain gigs that are available or people that, they're looking for to help with a project. Sites like Belay are good places to start, but probably not good places to stay if you have great skills. And that's because a great VA can market, himself or herself through Instagram or Facebook and earn considerably more per hour than you'll get, through the online platforms. So what you need to do is build up your experience, build up your repertoire and network, then start marketing your skills through the internet to ensure you get higher rates, right? Right? The gig can offer great growth potential, right? So like I said, do some research, find a skill that, if you can offer a specific skill that you're very good at, then you're an expert at it, you can charge more. You can go on Fiverr when you get done with your workday, or maybe you could turn it into your full-time job. You never know, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, I'd really appreciate if you did. Until I see you guys in the next video, y'all be safe.